Blues Matters here in Orkney, and we're at the Orkney Blues Festival and got two members of a band from Shetland, No Sweat. Two Davids, introduce yourself.
I'm David Gair, and I play the bass with No Sweat.
My name is David Nicholson, and I'm the lead vocalist with No Sweat.
What got you involved in the Orkney Blues Festival?
We were invited, basically. One of our guys, the guitarist, Neil, comes here on a regular basis every year, and he said it was a fantastic festival. He really enjoyed it. So they come every year, so he knows a lot of the committee, he knows a lot of the members, so he's been saying, you got to invite Wisden to do a couple of gigs, come on. So eventually, somebody, but I think he maybe handed it over to me. I think he maybe gave them my email address. So I got an email from Emma or somebody and said, would we like to come in for a couple of gigs? And we said...
Excellent. Talk about No Sweat. How long have you been going?
We formed as a band in 1980, and we had the same lineup since 1980, apart from the drummer. We've changed drummers about 20 years ago. But other than that, then, yes, we've not been playing so much recently, regularly, but when we first started playing, then, yeah, we played a bit around the kind of halls in Shetland and that, yeah. Sullom Voe, and back then. And...
yeah, when the Sullom Voe camp was going, big canteens full of bears, and they would have their Christmas parties.
Right.
That was one of the first big gigs we got. Was Screaming Lord Sutch was coming up to do a gig, and he cancelled. And our drummer at that time, David Nicholson, did the flights for all the workers going back and forth. He got here, they're needing a band, and we'd only played a few gigs in the island. And he said, I've got this great band, you want to hire us for this gig? And we said, oh, we'll do it. I was absolutely breaking it, like, playing all these bears, like, no, I'm not oil workers, basically. But we did. They paid us very well, they gave us loads of drink, and we got away with it. Nobody threw stuff at us, because they were known to throw, if they liked you, they threw full cans of beer at you.
Oh, the other way around.
Was it?
Yeah, if they didn't like you, they threw full tins at you, because there was a bigger missile. Kind.
If they liked you, they threw empties. that was the... But we got away with it, and we played a few more to the bear. So that was early days, and they had great setup there in Sullom for the workers. That they had never seen a Super Trooper for my life until I saw one there. That we even had a dressing room. I was like, what is this? But after that, we've played around the Isles. We've been in Orkney a few times, so...
yeah, that's it, basically.
That's basically it.
Yeah. I think we tried to... I'd say the thing that we did back then, which was for Shetland, a bit sort of different, was writing our own material. Up till then, well, certainly from the point of view of rock bands, then everybody was cover bands, and we started trying to write our own material, and so we put a lot of work into that. And because we're trying to play to similar audiences, because it's quite a small catchment area in Shetland, then we kind of felt the pressure was on to keep coming with new material. So that was, we worked it. We kind of set ourselves a target to write 3 songs a week for a while, and then obviously some of them made it and some of them didn't. So yeah, that was, I'd say, one of the main things. And obviously if you're playing it tends to be like kind of more, to be honest, rock music rather than blues music we play. And so you're playing dances to want to dance, so you're kind of, it limits you in a way, because you're kind of got to play stuff that folk want to dance to. But folk always, if you play a cover, then it's a floor filler. You play your own new song, and so you had to persevere till eventually your own folk didn't realise it was your own song kind of thing, because if you played enough to the people, then they began to think it was just like another cover, because it became familiar to them.
Yeah, there's a lot of our songs that's got quite well known in Shetland now, so, but a lot of folk, I mean, a lot of folk still doesn't realise they've actually self-paid.
Yeah.
Because I mind being in the Paul's of Boating Club, and some guy put one of the songs after the first album, Falling to Spaces. He said, this is a good song. The Shetland band, and said, yeah, that's us. Oh yeah. Who wrote this song? I said, we did. Oh, get out of the way.
Right.
Oh, well, I'll give up.
It's easy identifiable that you're from Shetland from your songs then, would you say?
No, I wouldn't say so.
No?
I don't think the songs really reflect Shetland much. I don't think really. A lot of the lyrics don't really anyway.
No,
it is just basically like rock music. It doesn't, I wouldn't say the lyrics have a specific Shetland thing about them. There are 1 or 2 of the songs that do new, like the Golden Day, that's written about an old thing that happened in Shetland 150 years ago, things like that. But on the whole, I wouldn't say that.
Mainly were just influences were rock influences. And my man lyricist did that in the early days was Davy Nicholson on drums, and he actually grew up in Edinburgh and Shield, so he played with bands down there. But we're just obsessed with music when we were youngsters. I suppose we look at the early stuff, and then punk came along. I think that tended to blow their massive explosion of bands and influences, and then all the American Tom Petty and all that bands and Cheap Trick all sort of got into the coattails of that, and Dr Feelgood got into coattails, so we are massive Feelgood fans.
I think I would say that's one of our influences. I would say if you were to listen closely to how we played, and we tend to play like rock, but with a slightly punk attitude to it. I'd say that would be times we do covers like the Feelgood songs, and that if you listen to Feelgood playing them, then they're a lot slower and more bluesy. You think you're playing it the same, but when you listen back, you think, no, we play it far more punk than they do. They're a lot more bluesy.
Yeah, because Wilko Johnson was one of my big heroes. I mind the first time I saw him Tower of Pops, it was the first time I've been scared of somebody on guitar. When I saw him flip applause, like, this guy is something else. Big Dutch.
Yeah, and Norman Watt-Roy, I mean, absolutely incredible bass player.
Well, he did play him up till he died.
But with Wilko.
Yeah, he was playing with James Oliver. And, he played the Orkney Blues Festival. James Oliver band did, but Norman wasn't up at that time, but he's playing with him just now. He
was in Shetland with the Blockheads, very good Blockheads, because I spoke to him at the bar. Because a big hero of mine, like he's such a weird looking guy, like
phenomenal player, absolutely phenomenal,
incredible bass player. And they were going on. Him and Wilko was going on tour with Status Quo. And I said, I wish you luck with that, mate, because we supported Status Quo once. And
what was that like?
It was actually really, really good fun gig, but we didn't really interact much.
No, they weren't really interested in the Spark band.
But yeah, no, it was a really good gig, though. I mean, it was brilliant.
And what are you feeling about going on stage tomorrow?
Oh, really looking forward to it.
Yeah,
no, definitely.
No, it should be good. It's a bit different. I mean, we made a gig in Shetland, so we've only this about the third time we've been in Orkney. And these was a chance to play to a slightly different audience, and a new audience. And maybe somebody will actually listen to some of the stuff. I think Shetland still has a bit of a problem with the rock scene. That there's too many covers bands. Like there's too much. A few bands that tries to play their own stuff, but it's very difficult. Very difficult.
I think there's a lot of the younger bands now are writing a lot of their own stuff now. I think it's actually come on quite a lot.
But it's still cover bands that gets the big